Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Dark Souls New Game Plus Bosses. And today we're going to be taking down an optional boss, Dark Sun Gywndolin. Now to unlock this boss you can either kill the princess, or you can get a ring from the catacombs, the Dark Moon Seance ring, right here. But to prepare for this fight, you actually want to have as much stamina regen as possible. That's why I have the Chloranthy ring and the Grass Crest shield here. You also want to have as little equip burden as possible, preferably under 25%. I didn't notice that the Grass Crest put me over 25%, but it's still doable without it, as you see here.
What foolishness! Why trespasseth upon the great Lord's tomb, whilst thou art a disciple of the Dark Sun? Mark the words of mine self, Gwyndolin. Thou shalt not go unpunished.
Now, you don't really need to have a shield for this, but it's best for if you screw up, because on New Game Plus, his needles kill me in one volley. That's how I died. The magic isn't really that bad, considering by this point you know how to dodge it already. We'll get to that in a moment, but basically this fight is basically a big long chase scene. You have to get to him and hit him in the face. No, really, that's about as simple as it gets. Now, as for evading magic, for those of you not familiar with it, if he casts his big magic, simply roll to the side. If he decides to use his smaller magic projectiles, you have to get behind a pillar, and you'll see more of that as we move on. Now, do note, it's still worth it to swing, because even if he's technically gone, you can still hit him. And like I said earlier, with the smaller projectiles, all you gotta do is hide behind a pillar, but be wary. If he uses his big magic, that can go right through the pillar and hit you in the face. His smaller projectiles really are only a problem if he decides to use it right when you're in front of him, which he did there, and the only choices you have there is either try and dodge or run backwards, and I'm not that quick a thinker sometimes. Like I said though, be careful of those needles. If you don't block them with the shield, they can one-shot me. I mean that. One-shot, 40 vitality, full to 0 health, gone. Basically, once you learn how to dodge his magic, which is basically all of rolling to the side and getting behind a pillar, and learning to keep your shield up while sprinting forward, this boss fight, you probably really shouldn't die unless you get complacent and start thinking that you can one-shot this boss easily like I did. Now sometimes he'll give it the old 1-2, get you behind a pillar with the smaller projectiles and then throw the big one at you. And that can be dangerous, but as long as you have a fairly quick reaction time, you should be alright. If you do need to heal though, when he's teleporting is the perfect time to heal, because obviously he can't hit you while he's teleporting. All you have to do is keep your wits about you and be prepared to dodge in any direction. And this boss fight is basically cake.
Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
And he's not just blowing hot air. If you do decide to kill Gwyndolin, you do have a permanent curse, and Dark Moon can invade you from anywhere, because you cannot absolve that. But anyway guys, thank you for watching, and I hope this helps somebody out there with Dark Sun Gywndolin. So I shall see you guys later. Goodbye everyone.